Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our channel Brainocrat. Recently, I was at Ganga Kayak Festival in Rishikesh, and there I met a wonderful lady named Daria. She was the overall champion in female category. Ganga Kayak Festival is a yearly international kayaking competition on the river Ganga in Rishikesh, India. It is held on 17th to 19th February every year. Our today's guest, Daria, has started kayaking in 2016. Her homeland is Russia. She is a winner of Extreme Whitewater Kayaking Competition King of Asia 2021 and a title holder of the Queen of Asia status. She has been first runner-up in Russian annual freestyle kayaking championship in 2018, 2019, and 2020. She was the winner in 2021 and was Russian champion. She was a second place winner in competition Velikovsky Big Water and Icebreaker Whitewater Kayaking competition in 2019. She is also a rescuer for whitewater kayakers, rafters, and tourists. She was a business analyst in an IT company before becoming a professional kayaker. Also, please subscribe to our channel for getting to know more interesting people and videos on crucial life skills. We have Daria today. Thank you so much, Daria, for being with us.
Thank you, and hello, everybody.
Daria, my first question is that I was very intrigued when I got to know that you were a business analyst before being a professional kayaker. So what actually moved you for this career transition?
Well, I have been working in IT company last 5 years, but I choose to leave my company and to leave IT industry because I want to dedicate all of my life to kayaking, because for me it is not just a hobby, it is a style of my life. And it was not so easy decision, to be honest, but I understand that I need it, and now I spend all of my time on kayaking.
Wow, that's wonderful. And I would also like to ask you, what skills did you learn as a business analyst which you incorporated as a kayaker?
Well, it is interesting question, but I have some skills from my previous work. And for example, now I can organize and manage people in kayak tours, in kayak school, because I had worked a lot with customers in IT company, with people, with my team, and now it really helps me to organize people in kayak tours. And of course, the second one thing is analysis. I can analyze this all around me. I can analyze this river, rapids, and it is a very useful thing in my life.
That's wonderful. What I got to know that sport is not an isolated activity. We really need to interact people being a sport person, right?
Yeah, of course, it is all about connection with people. It is all about communication with people. It is really important. Communication with your team, if you're just team of friends which want to kayak some river, or team of your customers, for example, or team of your students. It is very important to find the connection with people, to communicate with them.
Wow. You know, Daria, I have done once river rafting, and oh my God, I absolutely was thrilled being on water, and you are a professional kayaker. So what kind of challenges do you face as a kayaker?
Well, to be honest, there were not so many challenges and difficulties in my life. Of course, I have some difficulties in the past, maybe like maybe living in tents without shower, kitchen, and another things. For some people, it can be not so easy. And some challenges with, of course, with sometimes money because equipment and dry suits because in my own country it is very cold all the time and you need some special equipment for this. And it is not so easy to buy it, but yes, it was a little challenge for me. Yeah, but now I think I don't have many challenges because I have good friends around me. I have good skills for my kayaking. I have opportunity to travel, and it is good. It's
Wow,
yeah.
that's really wonderful to know that you have a good support system around you. Daria, I have seen that females in extreme sports may face different kind of challenges. Do you agree with that?
Well, it really depends on country maybe or environment maybe because for example in my motherland in general we don't have any challenges for women because it is open for women any outdoor sports, but sometimes of course we can hear some jokes about women in sports or some opinions that some girls start to kayak or another sport because they want to find a husband.
Oh,
But yeah, we just don't care about it. We don't listen to these guys and do what we want to do.
so generally we have to face, I mean, the sports women also have to face misogynistic comments.
Yeah, sometimes.
I mean, I know that we all get used to of these things, so it doesn't matter actually after a point. Um, Daria, I want to ask you before any big competition like this Ganga Kayak Festival. So, how do you prepare yourself physically as well as mentally?
Well, I don't have any special preparations because, to be honest, I'm in good shape the most of time of the year. But I have some rules and I try to follow it. For example, I arrived to point to I don't know to the river several years before competition, and I scout and learn rapids because it is very important to find the best and fastest line in the rapid if you want to win, of course. And after that, I do several runs in these rapids because I need to know every waves, every stones in this rapid. Yeah, and after that, I try to relax and not to train too much. I try to sleep well. I try to eat good and not drink any alcohol before competition, of course. And the main point that you need to train before competition, but if you train too much or very hard, you can be tired before. You can be tired in the day of competition. And it is about balance, which you need to find. Have a trains, but not to be so tired in the day of competition. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Daria, for sharing this with us. I'm sure it will help the upcoming kayakers as well, how to prepare themselves. Daria, I want to ask you, what are the big achievements, the biggest achievement you have had as a kayaker so far?
Well, I think one of these achievement is winning of Russian freestyle championship It was very important for me. It was in 2021. Yeah, and I really wanted to do this because I never win it before, and I was on second place, on third place, and I was to close this thing for me. And when I won it, I was really happy, and I think, okay, now I am the best. I know it, yeah, and I'm happy. And the second achievement, which was maybe more important for me, it is a competition, King of Asia. It is a very difficult competition in Russia, in Altai Mountains. It is a big volume river with class 4 rapids, and it is very difficult. And it was really hard for me to train, to try to win, but I won. And this was one of the best moments of my life, because if you won this, you may show how you're good in kayak. Yeah, and it is awesome.
And also it increases our confidence. I mean, once we actually get some championship, then we get more confident, right? That okay, now I can go on and I can even do better in bigger championships.
Yeah, of course, and I have a dream that I want to win some big international competitions like Odds Trophy in Austria and in other countries, and I try to prepare myself for this. Yeah.
Wow. Daria, would you like to share with us your long-term and short-term goals?
Well, about long term goals, as I say, I want to win all competition. And no, of course, it is not a main goal in my life. The main idea that I want to visit many different and famous rivers like Stikine in Canada, Futalefu in Chile, Sarajas in Tajikistan. It is one of the famous rivers in the world, and it is really difficult, but really cool rivers. And to be honest, now I think I'm not prepared for these rivers, but I want to improve my kayak skills to run this river. Yeah.
All the very best, Daria. All the very best for that.
Sorry?
All the very best for that.
Yeah. um, and about my another plans for maybe this summer, I want to find a job like safety kayaker or kayak guide, because as I say, I want to improve my kayak skills. I want to improve my communication skills with customers, and of course I want to teach people how to kayak, because I like it and I like to share my knowledges and I enjoy it, and I hope that I will find this work as soon as possible.
Very well said, actually. So many people want to go for sports. They actually want to have sports as their profession. But because of some financial challenges, people do not do that. Right?
Yeah, yes.
And this is very wonderfully said that you are looking for a job in kayak industry itself so that you can sustain and you can support yourself. Very well said. Daria, many people talk about successes and people actually look at all the championships, the trophies, but they do not look at the sacrifices, especially the sports people make. So, would you like to share any sacrifice you have done?
Well, as I said before, one of the big sacrifice is leaving my job. Yeah, because if you want to be a good in something, you need to spend a lot of time on this. And now I spend all of my time on kayaking. Yeah, but maybe I'm happy person because, for example, I have never have any traumas like sportsman or like a kayaker, because to be honest, sometimes it is dangerous sport, and sometimes you can have a trauma, and you need to be prepared for it. Yeah, and sometimes you can even lose some season because you have trauma. Yeah.
Daria, you have been in India for a while. Did you have any great experience here? Any memory which you like to carry with you to Russia?
Okay, I arrived in India in December, and the first state which I visited was Kerala, and I really enjoyed it because great food, beautiful colors around me. It was awesome, but to be honest, too warm for me, but I like it. And now I live in Rishikesh. It is the beginning of Himalaya, and it is very beautiful place, and it is great place for kayakers because you have Ganga River near your home. You can practice every day if you want, and it is really a great place for beginners because warm water, safe rapids, and I really want to recommend this place for everybody. And one of the good memories about this place is Ganga River Fest. I really enjoyed it because there are so many people who smiled, who had fun, and it was really great. And the organization was really good. It is really a big sign for everybody because it is really difficult to organize so big competition, but organization was very good. Yeah. Well, and of course, I won it, and first time of my life I had a money prize, and it makes me happy because first money in my life for my kayaking.
Wow.
Yeah.
And few days back, we had a great festival of India, which is Holi. So did you celebrate it? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I enjoy it. In the first part of the day, we have a train with our friend, and I try not to be so painted. But after that, when we were coming home, we were full of paint, and a lot of people who smile, and it was awesome. Yeah, it was really good celebration.
Wow. Actually, it's a festival of togetherness that people mingle with each other. Even the people who are not friends with each other, they actually get to know because of these festivals. Daria, what do you think? What are the most important qualities of a kayaker?
Well, at first, I think that one of the important qualities that you must know how to swim without your kayak, uh, because your life depends on it. Yeah. Well, of course, I don't want to talk about techniques, Eskimo rows, because when you will teach that, you will improve your skills. But um, one of the quality is opportunity to make right decisions, because only you can make a right decision in rapid. For example, I will go this rapid or I will choose another line. It is very important, and you need to think about it always. Yes. Well, and of course, it will be nice if you have a good shape, physical shape, but it is not a main idea because even small little girls, I don't know, 40 kilograms, can kayak very well, and it is not the main idea that you must be strong. You must have a technique. Yeah, it is important.
Right technique and right skill, perhaps. Yeah. And I believe people also need to be resilient, because I've seen that some of the kayakers in the kayak festival, they actually turned over, but immediately they turned back and they won. So I believe this is very important quality.
Yeah, of course, it is the first skill which you learn in kayak schools, Eskimo roll.
So Daria, my last question. What would you like to say to the people who want to become a kayaker, a professional kayaker?
Okay, maybe some things for beginners. As I said before, it is very important to know. It is very important to know how to swim, and if you want to learn kayaking, you must know how to swim. And the second thing, it is for beginners and it is for pro. We don't fight with water, we use it always. And when we run river, we use all structures in the river to play this water, to enjoy it. Yes, and of course, you must enjoy, you must have a fun. But if you don't have a fun, well, your kayaking will not so good. And have a fun, don't afraid the water, use it, and practice your skills.
Wonderful. Daria, I want to ask you one thing in the end. When you became a kayaker, you were on the water for the first time, and now, so what kind of change do you feel in yourself?
Well, I feel maybe free. I don't know how to say. I can. I feel free to
basically enjoy yourself, perhaps.
Of course, I enjoy. Sometimes I am afraid because of big rapids, but most of the time I enjoy it, and I feel free to rule my kayak, and I can do it without any things in my head. I just can open my eyes and enjoy it.
Wow. Thank you so much, Daria, for being with us and sharing your experiences of kayaking and life beyond. And all the very best for the upcoming adventure, for upcoming championships, and all the very best. I'm sure that you are going to rock and you are going to bring so many more laurels for your country and for yourself.
Thank you very much.
I hope you also enjoyed. I loved talking to you and knowing about kayaking.
Okay, thank you. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to speak with you. Thank you for that.
Thank you so much, Daria. Thank you.
If you have come so far and watching this, please like and share the video. Also subscribe to this channel Brain Okra.